Hey everybody. Welcome.
Hey everybody, welcome to Britbox Reacts with BP1 and BP2.
I bet that was Phil done that. Oh. You're right there.
You're right there. Get out my pub. I'm BP1, that's BP2, and we're here with the 10 most dangerous animals in the US.
Part 2. Because we've done one.
We did do one, didn't we? And we got a lot of...
Well, we're still getting comments on it now.
The US going, there's a few more. It's different than other dangerous animals. So you've gone and picked this one for us, right?
Yes, well, I believe Firefighter Chick sent the link over as well, but she said this one's got a more sort of, believable top 10. There was a few that were left out. Of course, everybody's a bit controversy on the comments. They left this out. That one shouldn't be in there, blah, blah, blah. So we'll do another 10, see if you agree with this list. Can't say fair on that on air.
No, we cannot indeed. If you like watching reaction videos and you like us Brits, then why not consider subscribing? It is free on the channel, and you can see a new video from us every day. There's bound to be something on here we like, and you can influence where we go.
We go all over the place.
We do indeed. All right, let's get into it, me old mucker.
All right.
Number 10. Grizzly.
Number 10. Grizzly. It was quite high on the other one.
Have a fearsome reputation to go with their physical prowess and outstanding natural weaponry. The common name, grizzly, is often used in reference to brown bear species found in the US. These include the Ursus arctos horribilis, or the mainland grizzly, the peninsula grizzly, and Kodiak bears, only found in Alaska's eponymous archipelago. The latter rivals the polar bear as the largest land carnivore on Earth. Kodiak bears have been known to weigh over 1,500 pounds, which is almost as heavy as the average bull. As evident from the prominent muscular hump.
I don't know how heavy a bull is.
Grizzlies are built for power. Moreover, they have massive canines, claws that grow up to 6 inches, and jaws strong enough to crush bowling balls. As a grizzly stands up on its hind legs, it will often use its superior strength to take down a victim. It will bite at the victim's lower jaw, which is most likely a disarming technique. Confrontations between humans and grizzly bears can occur as a result of hunting as well as camping. They have a phenomenal sense of smell and are often attracted to food that hasn't been stored properly. There have been several reports of campers being dragged out of their tents by attacking grizzlies. Conditioning the bears to campsite food can accustom them to human presence, thus increasing the likelihood
Where did they get that
future
from?
attacks.
I'm not
Looks
sure.
like a wolf.
Number 9.
Could have got an actual
Spiders.
bear.
I know.
Black widows and
Number
brown
9.
recluse spiders share an entry on our list as the most dangerous spiders in the US.
Brown.
Yeah,
Female
but then
black
some
widows,
people, a lot of people that
distinguishable
commented
by
said
the
they've been
red
bitten
hourglass
by
mark on their
these.
abdomens.
You what?
We had quite a lot of comments by people that said, "Oh, I got bitten by, by a black widow, and I'm all right." So, I don't know. Is this Ross Kemp narrating this, by the way, with his posh accent?
Oh, no. Don't think so. I think it's Phil.
Phil Mitchell.
I think it could be Phil. No, not Phil Mitchell. Our Phil.
Oh, our Phil.
I'd have had
This
a
one.
sightseeing tour around London, but when you're BP1 and BP2, come on.
See?
That
sounds
Phil.
a bit. That Phil.
Yeah. All right.
All
So-
right.
So they got the bear at 10 here. It was quite high on the other list. So, and the
Yeah.
black widow was in that one as well. Okay, let's crack on.
Let's keep
Are
going.
the most fearsome by reputation. They'll sometimes devour their partners after mating and own highly toxic venom. The illness associated with
I've
black
met
widow
women like that.
envenomation is called latrodectism. It's described by pain, vomiting, and muscle rigidity. Contrary to popular belief, the condition is rarely fatal for humans. The brown recluse spider, although only slightly larger than a US penny, is quite dangerous in its own right. The hemotoxic properties of its venom can cause tissue necrosis. Severe lesions can become infected and may even lead to amputation. Yet, like the black widows, the bite of a brown recluse spider is seldom fatal. Number 8. Cougar.
Cougar, yeah.
Cougars, also known as pumas or mountain lions, have the widest distribution of any wild animal in the Americas. In the US, populations are found across 16 states, mostly on the west coast. Male cougars average about 150 pounds, but in rare cases may surpass 200 pounds. Even though that's about the weight of the average American male, the difference in power is considerable.
I can imagine.
Relative to its size, the cougar has the largest paws and hind legs found within the feline family. This enables it to perform outstanding leaps and reach sprinting speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, which is actually faster than a greyhound.
Really?
It can also swim
they're pretty
and
quick.
is an apt climber.
They are.
A cougar's muscular body is perfectly designed for grasping and holding large prey, an ability enhanced by the retractable claws on its paws. Attacks on humans are rare, but have seen an increase in recent years, mainly due to expansion into the cougar's natural range. The feline will attack if cornered or if a human triggers its chase instinct, typically by turning their back and running away. An attack usually involves a bite to the neck, in which the animal tries to sink its teeth between the vertebrae and into the spinal cord. Children are at greatest risk of getting ambushed by a cougar, and the least likely to survive an attack. Number 7.
Well, he's chirpy, isn't he, this one?
He is a chirpy young man. Obviously, the child's got to get to the location in the first place. So, parents, it's your fault.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty big thing. And that is it, isn't it? And it's a lot with a lot of these animals. I mean, I see it even with my dog, cats. As soon as she sees a cat, if the cat runs away, she's after it. If the cat just stays there,
that chase
looks
instinct.
at it. Yeah, it's the chase instinct, isn't it? So I think you are better off just standing there looking at it.
And getting somebody else to run.
Yeah. Get someone else to run. Let's throw a stone in that direction.
Quick, run! All right. The graphics are impressive. But anyway, okay. Grey Wolf next.
It's almost like
Grey Wolf.
Grey Wolf.
Grey Wolf.
As the largest and strongest member of the Canidae family, the grey wolf was a mandatory introduction to our list. Its teeth are specialized for crushing bone, and its slender, powerfully built body favors relentless attacks. Although dangerous enough on its own, the wolf is notable for its pack behavior and cooperative hunting. A pack of 15 wolves, for example, is capable of taking down an adult moose. Interestingly enough, the deer species can easily grow to be 15 times heavier than an individual wolf. While not as numerous as in Eurasia, North America has also seen a number of wolf attacks. The most recent fatality occurred in 2010 in Alaska, when a young woman was killed while jogging. There's an argument that most wolf attacks are the result of an individual animal suffering from rabies. Nevertheless, wolf management programs from the United States Wildlife Service describe them as opportunistic hunters that will attack humans if given the chance. Throughout the years, encounters with hunters, shepherds, and ranchers have caused wolves to develop a fear of approaching humans. Yet wildlife experts warn against actions that may encourage wolves to be in the proximity of people, as it may lead to an increase in violent encounters. Number 6. Arizona bark scorpion. The Arizona bark scorpion, also known as Centauroides sculpturatus, is North America's most venomous scorpion. These creatures prefer riparian areas, meaning that they're found on land adjacent to rivers.
He's got some words, hasn't he? Riparian.
The popularity of irrigated lawns and other man-made water systems have led to an increase of scorpion populations in residential areas. The symptoms associated with the Arizona bark scorpion's sting can last from 24 to 72 hours. They include intense pain, numbness, and convulsions, or temporary dysfunction of the affected area. The pain is so intense that victims reported experiencing sensations similar to electric shocks. While fatalities are rare, there are certain groups that are more at risk than others, such as children, the elderly, or people with compromised immune systems. In Arizona, thousands of people are reportedly stung by the scorpion each year. Number 5.
Thousands of people, Arizona.
Yeah. Okay. We got anybody we know in Arizona? We sent some stuff out to Arizona, haven't we? I don't think.
Yeah. Don't wear your flip flops would be my.
Yeah. I mean, it's the thing
feet.
is, what is their purpose? Bees I can understand. Butterflies, they're pretty to look at. These spiders and stuff. What do they do apart from going around looking ugly? I can say that because they're in Arizona, and they don't seem to do anything else worthwhile, do they? You know, so.
Well, I suppose it gets part of the food chain, aren't they? I guess, you know, for like insects and stuff like that, cleaning up. I mean, I'm not sure what eats that.
Yeah.
If anything tries to eat that, it's
then
probably going to die, isn't it? Let's face it.
It's not going to be happy, I tell you that. But you know, I think there's quite a lot of things out there that eat insects. Do we really need these guys? You know, so just putting it out there in the comments. If you could tell me why, I could sleep better at night.
Tell me why. If you want to support the channel out there, you can always head over to buymeacoffee.com/BritPopsReact. If you want us to do a reaction for you, you can do it over there. If you just want us to buy us a coffee to say thanks and give us the support, that's also anything. You can do that there too as well. Always just hit in the comments. Just let us know. We like to hear from you all. We've got a nice community here. So, all right.
Nice. Very good. Yeah. All right. So where are we down to now? Number 5, bull shark. Yes, this one featured heavily in the other one that we did, or the lack of it.
There's a lot of people were saying they thought the bull shark was number 1, actually. But you know, let's see.
Bull shark.
Bull shark.
With the Atlantic Ocean on its east coast and the Pacific Ocean in the west, the US faces more than a dozen shark attacks every year. While the great white receives the brunt of the notoriety, there's an equally, if not more, dangerous shark. Unlike their mainly oceanic relatives, bull sharks are able to thrive in freshwater systems as well.
Yeah,
this makes them particularly dangerous when considering the US's sprawling riverways. Bull sharks have been found up the Mississippi River, hundreds of miles from the ocean.
Wow.
They were also spotted in the Ohio River and in Maryland's Potomac River. These creatures have pound per pound the most powerful bite of all the shark species.
Wow.
There's a combination of factors that make them particularly dangerous towards humans. It's not only about bite force and size. Even though females average roughly 300 pounds or about as much as the typical sumo wrestler, bull sharks
now we're using things that we know about.
Have no tolerance for provocation. These creatures might have even been responsible for the infamous Jersey Shore shark attacks of 1916, which served as an inspiration for the novel
going back a while.
Jaws.
Right.
Number 4, rattlesnake.
Okay. Yeah, and this was another one that was missing. Again, bull shark. Yeah, I can see why it should be high up on the list. Again, most dangerous animal, but if you don't put yourself in their territory, i.e. don't go scuba diving and look like a tasty morsel, you're not going to get bit, are you?
No. I suppose there's an element of, you know, risk when you go out and you do diving, or, you know, on certain beaches that that, you know, there are sharks around. So, yeah, I mean, it's difficult, isn't it? There's so many new popular sports that's happened, you know, kayaking, paddleboarding, you know, wind surfing, wind sailing, kite surfing. I mean, there's so many different sports you can do on the sea.
Water polo, that's another one.
Yeah, polo, volleyball, whatever they call it, water volleyball. But you know, in the sea there is a lot. So you've got to pick and choose
your fights.
Yeah, where you're going to go, and know your risk as well, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So we're moving on to number 4, rattlesnake, which again was absent from the other list, and we thought that should have been quite high because, again, that, you know, that's one that, you know, instantly you go dangerous animal, rattlesnake. There, see, that's how quick. But
all right.
Okay.
By recent estimates, there are roughly 7,000 to 8,000 snake bites that occur in the United States every year.
There's only 12 bull sharks.
Antivenom has led to significantly less fatalities than in the past. Snake attacks are disproportionate in the country, with the majority of them occurring in warm weather states such as Texas and Florida. Among the various venomous serpents found across the land, there are about 16 rattlesnake species. These creatures are so dreaded that a timber rattlesnake was once put on a flag to motivate infantry forces. During the American Revolution, the Continental Marines had a motto flag of a timber rattlesnake that was coiled and ready to strike. Beneath it were the words, "Don't tread on me." These snakes are distinguishable by the rattle at the end of their tail. It's made of interlocked keratinous segments which vibrate against one another when the snake contracts certain tail muscles. This produces a distinctive rattling sound that acts as a deterrent to predators and as a warning to humans. The western diamondback and the eastern diamondback are the species responsible for most snakebite fatalities. The latter is known as
Just
the most
a noise
venomous
you don't want to
snake in
hear,
North
innit?
America and owns the longest fangs of any rattlesnake
Wow.
species. Number 3. Deer.
No thanks. Deer.
Deer may sound less terrifying than other animals on our list, but statistically speaking, they're the deadliest. A number of species weigh several hundred pounds and certainly possess
And they
the
keep
mass
walking across
to trample people
highways.
to death. Males own majestic antlers, some of which are several feet across and definitely capable of inflicting severe injuries. However, fatal antler stabbings or brutal trampling isn't what makes the deer the deadliest creatures in the country. Most will simply choose to run away from humans rather than engage them.
Yeah.
That's actually the crux of the matter. As deer move across their range, they end up on roadways or highways and collide with vehicles. In the US, this type of collision causes about 200 human deaths and roughly $1 billion in property damage every year. It's so widespread that the idea of being surprised and caught like a deer in the headlights has become a saying. While easier to avoid during the day, deer are particularly difficult to spot at dusk or dawn. Habitat fragmentation is a considerable factor in the rise of deer vehicle collisions. Today's topic was requested by Instagram follower @RyanTom.
I'm amazed, really. I mean, I know we have the same issue here with deer. They run across the road. I've got some deer fairly near me. They're not the brightest of things, but they are spooked ever so quickly, and their instinct is to just run. So
Whichever way, mainly across the road.
Yeah. Unfortunately. All right.
And it may not always be the collision with the deer. You can take offensive action when you see one. Of course, what do? Turn the steering wheel, tree. I mean, trees are quite dangerous as well.
They are if they're in your way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
All right.
Interesting. Yeah. If you're still with us, you're still watching us at Britpops React, then you
Yeah.
want to head over to our Patreon site, patreon.com/Britpops React.
No
We've
dangerous
got some
animals
stuff
there. There's a dog or three.
We've got
Them two.
early releases, Sunday polls that we do on a Sunday, and we also see the video.
You nearly had your hand off there.
Bits of boy, yeah, exactly. He nearly did. She.
She.
But yeah, all good fun. So check that one out if you fancy. All right,
Okay.
let's keep
Hey,
going then.
everybody.
Phil,
Cheers,
say
Phil.
hey again. All right, let's keep going.
American
Is North
bison.
America's largest land
Yeah.
animal and nature's equivalent of a gigantic battering ram. Its charge, a devastating combination of mass and speed, is powerful enough to derail a train. Also known as the buffalo, the species' bulls can weigh up to 2,800 pounds in the wild and a staggering 3,800 pounds in captivity.
Wow.
That's about as heavy as the average car. They own massive heads, pronounced
That's not an
muscular
average car.
humps, and giant forequarters. Their short, curved horns are used as defensive weapons and to fight for status within the herd. Despite its mass and seemingly lethargic movements, a charging bison can get up to 40 miles per hour. To put that into
that's not good.
perspective, Usain Bolt's speed record topped out at 27.8 miles per hour. Historically, these
He's
creatures
done.
used to roam the continent in vast herds. The spread of bovine diseases from domestic cattle and commercial hunting brought the creatures to the brink of extinction. They went from over 60 million in the late 18th century
Wow.
to only a
That's
few
some-
100,000 towards the end of the 19th century. Recovery efforts spared its extinction, and the American bison is now mainly restricted to reserves and national parks. That's where a number of violent human encounters have occurred in the past decades. From 1980 to 1999, at Yellowstone National Park alone, bison attacked 3 times more people than bears. During this period, there were 3 reported fatalities, in addition to numerous reports of puncture wounds and broken bones.
Official They Will Kill You merchandise is now available at They Will Kill You.
Nice.
Interesting. Yeah, but I mean that's like I say, I mean, it's that sort of herd mentality. But again, you're equally as dangerous in cow. You know, if you walk through a cow field, they can take you out because they do the same. They just tend to herd round you, trample you to death.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they were just after the biscuits in your pocket. But all right, number one. Oh, okay, I can already see it. I was going to say, what do you think number one is? But we can see it out there. So
Moose.
Well done. How did you know that?
I don't know. I've got an amazing ability to just think of things.
Right.
Well, Moose was on the other one, wasn't it, as well? So
Yeah. I mean, would they be your, you know, if you sort of said, what's the most dangerous animal? What would you say?
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess you look at what's the most fiercest thing. What's the thing that can really that's good? I would hate to die from. I guess.
Yeah.
Is what you think of.
Yeah.
But when it comes
Moose.
down to it, you don't see that many people getting attacked that way. Whereas moose, you think, oh, what a nice big bumbly animal that looks like.
Yeah.
But,
you know, moose on the loose. I mean, again, we are sort of, again, we shouldn't forget that we are targeting the US here. I'm guessing if we did Africa or other places, you'd probably find that the elephant is the most dangerous, even though you think, oh, he's lovely. But, you know, once they start moving. So, all right.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us. Let's finish off with the moose in the hoose.
Even though they're part of the deer family, and even though they get in a fair share of vehicle collisions, moose most definitely deserve their own entry on our list. They're creatures of many extremes, as the largest and heaviest of all deer species.
They are big.
Exceptional bulls stand more than 6 foot 9 inches at the shoulder, meaning they're taller than NBA superstar LeBron James. Their massive antlers can span close to 6 feet from tip to tip, so you could horizontally fit the average American male between them. The largest bulls weigh close to 2,000 pounds, almost twice as much as a grand piano. Moose are not only monsters in terms of proportion, but also temperament. When it comes to raw data, they attack more people than wolves and bears combined.
Wow.
They're also perfectly capable of killing both predatory
No.
species. They injure more humans than any other animal in the Americas, and are second only to hippos in worldwide attacks. They can
They're
charge
stroppy,
people
aren't they,
and
hippos?
inflict devastating injuries with their antlers. One common sign of an imminent charge is that the hairs on its neck and shoulders will stand up.
How
Moose
close have you got
are
to be to see
surprisingly
that,
nimble,
though?
And unlike
So, I was just thinking that. Let me just get a bit closer. Are those hairs all? Oh, bugger. Douche.
They are, you know.
See, he's saying it there, and he's got hair stand up. I mean, looking at that.
How would you know?
Yeah, well, I don't see his hair standing up.
No, probably because
All
he's
looks
not going
the
to
same
attack.
me.
Not going to attack. That's non-attack mode. It's like, whoa!
No, I think that's attack mode. I think that's attack mode.
Oh,
I mean, how long are the hair? What sort of
That's
length
it.
are we looking?
You know, is it like the cat when it goes? You know, the cat fur stands on end. But the other one there, like you say, you know, hippos. They're deadly little things. They are, and you think, oh, they're just bimbling around in the water.
Yeah.
Oh no!
other large hoofed animals, they can kick in all directions. Not
We
that
don't
you
get
should
those
ever
signs
do
here,
it,
do we?
But this means there's no safe way to approach them. Thanks for watching.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
There you go then. So that was another top 10 dangerous animals in the US. Sort of, some of them were in this one, that were in the other one, just different order. But yeah, the moose sort of ranked highly, didn't it, in both there. So
Yeah, you get a good
Don't
idea,
mess with a
don't
moose.
you? Don't mess with a moose. If you see
Yeah.
a moose, just
especially with his
get
hair up
loose. Especially with his hair up, yeah.
in rollers. Right, there you go. Not from us
Straightness.
two idiots. Not from us two idiots. But thank you for making it through the top 10 with us. Any other top 10 lists that you have seen that you think we should view? Don't have to be about animals, can be about anything. We'll have a go and add our own spin to it. So thank you very much for this one, Firefighter Chick. Until the next one,
Indeed. Until tomorrow. It's goodbye from me.
goodbye from him. He's quite dangerous, you know, if you take his food away.
Not on your Nelly.